exactly what I thought it would be. I got my house on a little piece of land. This is the place I'm gonna take my stand. But I keep living on dreams. One thing I know, that's the way it's gotta be. Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for that dream of me, hoping someday that I will see myself in American dream. Chance I get, you can't change nothing if you don't do that. I pay my taxes even when it hurts. Sometimes I think though it's just getting worse. Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for that dream of me, hoping someday that I will see myself in American dream. Am I living in American dream?
I hope you are, baby. It is Tuesday, baby.
Am I living in American
That's what we're all trying to do. Live that American dream, baby. Peace and tranquility.
Am I living in American
Pay your taxes. Report for jury. Be a good citizen.
I keep living in
Takes all of us, baby. Takes all of us. Anyway, it's Tuesday, baby. It's time for another Blue Dot family meeting. I'm glad y'all are here. Brian Champagne was the first one to jump in, followed by Stephanie Dean. Thank you, darling, for being here. Thank you for being concerned. Mega Wet Willie is here. The Remixtress is with us. Dolores Grant, Adina Michaels here. Gary Spring, Dwayne Twizzle, Karen Van Wyck is here, and the Feral Female Society is with us. Gary Spring all the way up in Canada. Thank you for being here. Tony Fisher, Mi Amiga up in Chicago. Teresa Rojas, thank you, baby, for being here. And Randy Peterson. What's a shoey pig? What's a shoey pig? Woo, pig. What's going on, Randy? And let me see. Robin Lyons is here. Susan Murgia, thank you for being here. Charles Stokel from Bensalem, Pennsylvania. Dolores Grant. Oh, Lord, I missed the damn. Oh, shit. Irish Giselle's here. Doug in Texas, thank you, brother, for being here. We need another Texas in the room, please. Donald Ware, my amiga, indeed. Michael Johnson, thank you for being here. Tracy Tobias, thank you, darling, for being here. I got to catch up. Mary Lou Mays Garcia, thank you for being here. Great David Geyer, thank you. And George Murray, thank you for being here. Thank you all for being a part of this family, baby. Hey, kind of sorry about Sunday. Things got in the way, and we were unable to have the big Halloween bash that we had scheduled for Sunday. But life goes on, and before we open up the room to any questions, I've been advised that it would be wise for me not to discuss my interactions on on Sunday. So I shall not do that. And but anyway, Anyway, Tuesday, baby. It's voting day. That's right, baby. It's voting days, and today all eyes are on Virginia and New Jersey and New York. There's a lot of races going on around the country. I've got one screen over here dedicated, going to let me know what's going on in the election screen tonight, I guess. The big talk is it's going to depend on turnout, baby. It's going to depend on turnout. It's going to depend on people using their voice by virtue of their vote. The pen is mightier than the sword, they say. Indeed it is. And that pen, metaphorically, is your vote, baby. Your voice. And that's what they're going to count tonight. And we're going to see which way our country's leaning right now. Like a lot of people, I'm a little nervous about it. They say it's a tight race. So we're going to see what happens. But you can't let somebody stop you, no matter what barriers they put up in front of you, to stop you from using your voice, your vote. That's what they try to stop. But all these voter restriction laws going all over the country here. Republicans aren't too confident in their ability to win without lying, cheating, and stealing. So we're going to initiate a lot of new voter laws around the country, try to restrict who gets to vote. Because, like they say down here in Texas, it's not the quantity of the vote, it's the quality of the vote. That's what matters. We need quality people voting. Yeah, let them define who quality people are. It's not, it leaves out a whole big portion of this state, their representation of that. But no matter what barriers they put in front of you, no matter what they do to try to stop you from expressing your opinion and your vote, you can't let that deter you. Because they'll win, baby. We won't have a democracy anymore. We won't have this freedom that we have, that the right screams about losing all the time. We're losing our freedoms. Look at this, we're losing. Really? I keep challenging every one of them that ever says that to me. What freedoms have you lost? Show them to me. Because they haven't lost anything. Freedom, baby. As I said the other day, it is born of shared sacrifice. This country was born on that. That we all are willing to suffer for the greater good. We're not in that low. We're not there anymore. No. Now we're in a world of hate and division, where lies are easily accepted as somebody told me now, hey, John, every illegal alien that crosses the border now, they're giving them $450,000. And you go, are you shitting me? Really? Really? You're stupid. Get away from me. I don't want your ignorance spilling onto my feet. No, it's not true. It's another little doohickey going around Facebook or whatever the hell, Fox News or something. I'm sure Tucker Carlson will be screaming it to the headlines next. It's ridiculous. It ain't happening. They want to scare you, baby. They want to drum up that support from their base. In any kind of racist, any kind of race baiting or any other kind of thing they can throw up in the air to try to motivate those people to go out and vote. Yes, I did, Diana Mallory. Anyway, on that note, let me catch up before we get going. Mega Wet Willie came in with $5 and said, Board of University of Florida is in hot water with the College Accreditation Board for not allowing 3 professors to testify on voting rights. Really? They won't let 3 professors testify? Really? Florida, baby. What are you going to do? And Diana Mallory came in with $5 today and said, I had a little trouble, but I voted today. Did you? Yes, I did. They have some constitutional amendments on the line down here, and indeed I voted. Diana Mallory, bequeath her the gong. Thank you very much. Wrong mouse. Wrong mouse. I assume I have hit all the correct buttons here. Let me see if I can get Get a few more buttons hit here. Let me see if I can get anybody into the room, and it looks like Sparky jumped in here. Are you with us, Spark?
Yeah, I'm here, John.
How you doing, brother?
Oh, I'm enjoying a beautiful fall day, I guess.
There you go. Beautiful fall
Looking
day.
looking out my window, and all the leaves are turning gold and
All the leaves
falling
are
off the trees.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna have to
I
pick
think
them
I
up.
heard that in the song.
Hey, what the hell was the deal with QAnon in Dallas today?
Oh,
Thinking
my.
JFK's gonna come back from the dead.
Yep, I'm sure
And
he is.
he
We're all
will
waiting on him.
reveal himself as a Trump supporter.
Yep. John F. Kennedy going to come back from the dead, declare
Junior.
himself a Trump or a
Junior.
maggot. Is there, the weirdness, Spark, it's beyond me. This shit.
There are hundreds of people lining the street down there at Dealey Plaza.
Well, the anniversary's not for a few days. November
The anniversary
22nd.
is not till 22nd.
Yeah, 22nd.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello, Ben.
Hey, how's it going, John?
I'm doing fine, brother. How are you?
Oh, having chili tonight because it's a little chilly up here.
Ooh, well, it's a good night to have chili if it's chili.
Yes,
So.
it is.
I assume it's getting a little cooler up there then, huh? Kansas City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had our local election today, and I voted all blue down the ticket.
There you go. We just have some constitutional issues on the ballot. That's all we had down here in my district. But
Yeah, we had
No ballots here.
no ballot there. Yeah, no. There's a lot of
No.
places that didn't have elections
No,
today. Of course, we're all watching Virginia. That's the
Oh,
big.
yeah.
That's the big.
No, I'm
that's
not,
the.
I'm not.
You're not. You're watching the ball
I'm
game.
burn out on it.
Burn out on it.
It's just every day on the news, Virginia, and then on
It's-
MSNBC you got to listen to Steve Kornacki go.
Now
on the
I'm
big
not
board.
listening to anything. I got a
Technical.
picture over here, and that's it. I can read. Exit poll 53. Oh, well, I missed it. So you got to read fast in this shit, or you won't get it. What was that, Ben?
I seen a video. You know, Bo of the Fifth Column.
Yes.
Seen a video that he did yesterday. The title of the video was, "Let's talk about the Republicans and the 30% of their base that's going to vote next year." Well, he was saying in that video that the current polls are showing only 11% of Democrats are going to vote next year. That's very concerning.
Only 11% of Democrats are going to vote in 24.
22.
Oh, in 22.
30% of Republicans are going to vote, and only 11. We got to get that number higher than 11. We gotta
I
get
don't
that
know
number
where
higher
who's
than
pulling 11 out of their butt. That's what I wonder. The midterms are always lower because the excitement's not as big as it usually is for a presidential rate, for a general election. But this is it, baby. This is the one that's going to count. So yeah, let's assume we're way down. Let's assume we're way down and keep pushing everybody you know to get your ass out and vote. This is it. We have an opportunity here. But we have to get our shit together before we can start doing that. And it starts with getting these damn bills passed. And I've seen Manchin come out again today and oh shit, here we go. We thought we had him, but nope. He's going to turn the tables on us again. And we're supposed to
He's
trust
playing
him
this game the whole time.
all
Delay,
the time.
Delay.
Yeah, that's his game always.
Pass my bill. Pass my bill.
Yeah. Pass my
Did you
bill
hear
and
the
I'll
good
think
news,
about
though?
passing yours.
There's some good news in all this.
What?
Not only are the Democrats on board with this, but the Republicans are on board with this too. TW was telling us about it on Sunday.
What?
That they want to pass a new bill on Social Security to where we would get 120% above the poverty line increase on Social Security.
Well, I haven't seen that, but I've always said Social Security should have at least 100% increase in their. This is their monthly substance pay. This is what people, when they retire, you should be having an income that allows you to live. And the one you're getting out doesn't do that. And we're going to get up. What was it? 3.9 or 5
No,
point?
5.9.
5.9. That's right. Increase in January. Great. That's going to allow you to pay for the shit that you've been, overdrafted your account for last month. You're going to get about $100 increase. Whoopee, baby, let's go to Vegas. No, that's not enough. It's not enough.
I haven't overdrawn account forever.
Yeah. Well, if they get this Social Security thing passed before Thanksgiving, we will have it next January. We'll see an bigger increase. Like for instance, right now, someone like me that's on SSI, it's getting the max on SSI, which is $794 a month. I'll be getting $1,400 a month if that 120% increase happens.
Well, I'd like to see them read the story first.
Yeah. I am just so shit. I'm so freaking. You get caught up in doing this, and like I've said before, I've been doing this for 5 years. I get into every freaking thing that comes out on the news. I want to know about it. I want to dig into it. I want to be knowledgeable about it. But it will wear your ass out. And after a while, you see this pattern of we'll talk about shit forever. Forever. It doesn't matter. We're working on it. We got a deadline. We're going to come up with some answers here. We're going to be having this all fixed up. The world will be a whole lot better place. Tune in next week. We're going to show you. Yeah, tune in next week. Well, tune in next week because we had to delay a little something here, and we're going, and it's that chatter in your freaking head.
I was reading on Democratic Underground today from this article.
Right.
That the younger people are getting fed up with the Democrats.
Yep.
Not getting anything done, or not caring about the climate.
Well, you can. He's not here. I wish he was right now. He's occupied. Travis is that way. He's getting fed up with this bullshit. He was a big Bernie supporter. Because that generation wants to see something done for the working people, for the working class down here. Because they're growing up watching these billionaires get richer and richer. You can build you a penis and ride it to the sky, baby. Pay taxes? No, I don't have to do that. That's what you people do. Space. Right? Yes, to the edge of space, baby, right there. Yeah, pay taxes? No, I ain't got time for that shit. Y'all gave me loopholes. I'm going to use every damn one of them. That's what it is. It's because we gave them the loophole. Of course they're going to use it. That's where the breakdown is. You think we should fault the billionaires because they're not paying taxes? It's in the freaking tax code. Guess who wrote that? Congress wrote that. Seems like a plan here. We're going to work on that, though. Fuckers. Let me thank Catman56, my buddy Keith up in Minneapolis, Minnesota. He kept sending $3 and said, voted here in Minnesota, reform the Minneapolis Police Department, not defund them. We need them. And agreed. Yes, we need to shift a little funds around, baby. But if you think we can do without police, well, sometimes you wonder what good.
Did any of y'all watch the Hal Rittenhouse trial today?
I did not see it. I saw a part of the opening statement on one of them, and then my day went to shit. And but no, yes, today Kyle Rittenhouse went on trial. His trial started today. Defense is claiming self-defense and shooting 3 people, killing 2. I don't like what's going on with the judge that has this case.
Self-defense when the other guys didn't have a gun.
Yeah, no gun. But it's self-defense. They were looking at me mean.
What is he doing being a vigilante?
What is he doing, a 17-year-old with an AR-15 from Illinois coming into Wisconsin because, freedom? His mama drove him there? That's what I understand. Are you shitting me? And then he shoots people? And you want to defend him like he's some patriot? Are you shitting me? You know why he took the AR-15? For the same reason most of them want to carry a gun, because they're looking for a legal way to shoot your ass. Believe me, I know. Believe me, I know. Some people will carry a gun just to try to have that one opportunity, baby. That one opportunity that I could say on self-defense, look here, boom, I had to kill him. That's sick. That's a sickness in this country. And it's being demonstrated in that trial. That trial. But we're talking about a white 17-year-old kid with an AR-15 wrapped around his neck after the police are called for a shooting, and he just walks by going, hey, how y'all doing? Here I am. And they drive right by. They drive right by.
Yeah.
Do you think that would have been a black man with an AR-15 and there was reported gunshots? Do you think they would drive by?
No.
No, they would not.
They would have that black man on the ground so fast.
If either on the ground or bleeding on the ground.
Hey, John.
Yeah.
Yes, Ben.
Anyone with common sense sees what's going on here right now, and anyone with common sense knows that it's Joe Manchin, Christian Cinema, and the Republicans that are blocking us from getting anything done.
Yes. Yes, I'm not even going to be... It's Joe Manchin and Christian Cinema. That's who's doing this. That is who is holding it up. And why? Why? Because they don't want Big Pharma to lose out on any money. Joe doesn't want the coal companies to have to pay a carbon tax or whatever it is, another tax or something, more regulate. No, Joe Manchin ain't going to vote for that. And Christine Cinema, go figure what that woman's doing. Who knows? It's a ride every day. Are you shitting me? Nobody, that's the big story with her. Nobody knows what she wants because she doesn't give a shit. She'll make up something different tomorrow. It's called delay and deny, baby. She's in the spotlight. Joe Manchin's in the spotlight, baby. Look at me. I hold all the power.
Yep.
And they're Democrats.
John?
They're Democrats. Yes, sir.
The Senate today voted to put Joe Manchin's wife on some commission that pays like $183,000 a year.
Really?
Oh, gosh.
Well. Go figure.
Well, isn't that
Go
convenient?
Go figure. Let me see. I'm sorry.
I'd be interested to see the vote. Probably every Republican voted for it.
Lord have mercy. I don't know how to work that thing. I got to get better on my buttons. Anyway. Where were we? Oh, yeah, rat killing.
We got two other people wanting to join.
There you go. I just got Jeremy into the room. Greg Talbert, I see you in the room. I sent you you have to accept, Greg, for you to come on to the stage here, brother. So look on that screen somewhere. There he is. Greg
There
Talbot.
he is.
Greg, are you with us? I can't hear you, Greg. You're muted. There you are. Oh, he's out of the room. Must be having troubles. Jeremy, how are you?
I'm good. Just like everyone else, holding my breath about Virginia, see what happens there. But I have my doubts because of what's going on in this country right now and how nothing's getting done because of two senators. It makes us look bad.
It is. That's how come those that are involved and concerned. Yeah, we're all watching this tonight, but not the whole country is because it's not exciting to half the country. Oh man, we got a big problem with we got a big problem.
Yeah, we do got a big problem.
We do. And I am
something about it.
I am blaming Joe Manchin, Christian Cinema. This whole ability for us to get something done has been blocked by our own. And
Yes.
it does. How can you expect all the world to go, hey, them Democrats, they're really getting their shit? No, we're not. We're letting two idiots control our whole party. I wish there was a say we could. Huh? What's that?
I looked up in history, and this is the first time this has happened ever in our party's history.
Yes.
And John, you know the story behind the "Go Brandon" chant people are saying now.
The what chant?
People are saying "Go Brandon" now because there's a mistake, I guess, at a NASCAR race. I'm sure Sparky knows about this, where they thought
I know exactly about it.
Yeah,
fuck Joe Biden. It was a mistake. He didn't actually say that, but now they've clammed onto it as a way to say "fuck Joe Biden" in public. There's a goddamn senator wearing a mask and it says "Go Brandon" around the house. When in the past the senator saying "fuck the president" out loud? I mean, when? even when we didn't like Trump for 4 years, we weren't screaming "fuck Trump" in public or.
I hated the asshole. I didn't put a sign in my house. I did not put a fuck Trump sign out in front of my house. Guess who? But I seen fuck Biden signs coming down my street. Fuck yeah. Oh hell yeah, because they're proud of it. They're proud of their racism, their ignorance. They are proud that they don't know the issues at all. It's all about attitude to them. You know, it's maddening sometimes because they don't give a shit about the issues. Not a one of them give a shit about the issues. It's the attitude, baby. Y'all cheated and we're going to get... You think 2020 was bad? I'm thinking 2024 is going to be a whole lot worse than 2020 because there is no way to win this shit. This orange anus orangutan has come along and made it normal. Normal for there to be no belief in the electoral system. It's all frauds, cheating, election, all that shit. I'm telling you, it's not even, they cheat every time, and we're going to get into more of that. I'm afraid where that's going to lead to. They're about to, too early to call, they say. CNN's already, it must be, there you go. It's 7 o'clock out there. Polls are closed. Keith Butler, thank you for subscribing to our YouTube channel, brother. We appreciate every member so much and everybody that donates. Maria Betancourt just came in with $5 and said, the racist judge and law enforcement protect Rittenhouse because he killed people that were fighting against racism, helping Black Lives Matter. You know what pissed me? Yes, thank you, Maria Betancourt. What pissed me off was the whole conversation evidently the judge had with his inability to use the word victim in his courtroom. You can't be calling these dead people victims because they're not victims. You can describe them as, and I hope they have corrected this because this is a few days ago I heard this and it was just freaking ridiculous. The judge said that you can call them looters or rioters, but you cannot call them victims. Are you shitting me? Have you got some evidence that they were rioting and looting and not just people on the scene? No, you don't got that evidence. They're just in the crowd over there, you know, and look at here, I don't like them, so bang, bang. Jesus, man, it's like, but it, you know, that's another part of it. I can't talk about it. Yes, there's a lot of law enforcement across the country that just sued. They're Trumpers too, baby. They're picking law enforcement. Remember, Donnie told them, don't be so easy with them, all that. Pumped them right up, baby. You want some more armament? You want some more guns, more MRAP? And we'll give you an MRAP. Shit, man, you can drive right through the bad guy's house. We'll militarize the police, and they love that shit. So, yes, there are a lot of law enforcement that are on the Republican side, and some are, unfortunately, are on the maggot side. So, where does that take us? You know, my sheriff in my county found out he used to be an oath keeper. Really? See, I got a problem with anybody taking a freaking oath other than the one you took when you went in the military. That is the oath. That's the oath, baby. If you're signing up with a group called Oath Keepers and you have to take another oath, or you're signing up with QAnon like old General Mike Flynn and he stands around the campfire and does an oath where we go, one we go. No, take your oath and shove them up your royal ass. There's only one oath. And anybody that's been in the military knows that.
Yeah, but there's a story out today about the Air Force.
Yeah.
3% of the 323,000 in the force won't take the vaccination. They're going to kick them out.
Good.
Probably.
Adios. Vamonos, amigo. Go find you another life somewhere. Go out there in the public and start complaining about how the military threw you out because you were forced wouldn't take the Biden vaccine. That shot.
Damn shot.
Get them out. Firefighters and policemen, you don't want to take a shot. Get the fuck out. Go find another job, baby. I'm sure some Republican would hire you as a security guard in a heartbeat. I'm done with these anti-vaxxers. I ain't getting the shot. I don't know what's in that. Really? Eat your freaking sausage and shut up. You know, this whole, I've said it on, freedom is born of shared sacrifice. E pluribus unum. You know, shit like that. That's what I mean the other day when I was...
One?
Huh?
Out of many one?
Out of many one, baby. Out of many one. We're not that anymore. We're not that. They washed that out when they gave us "In God We Trust." Really? Well, ain't he doing a bang-up job? No, I'm sorry, and I don't want to offend any of my religious friends. I wholeheartedly support your right to believe in whatever religion you want to. It's in our Constitution, baby. It's your right. You just don't have a right to shove it up somebody else's ass, but it's your right to believe whatever you want. But I don't believe it because I don't see it. I don't see a benevolent being impacting anybody's life down here. I see too much misery that goes on in this world. What did we just see? Where's that God now? When we're watching a 9-year-old being sold to an old man with a gray beard for $2,000 to be his new wife. Unless your God's a pedophile.
Who the hell would want a 9-year-old?
Old man in Afghanistan. Hell, they had the video of the whole transaction right here. Here's the money. They show the old man and somebody in a burqa, whoever the hell that was, taking her out of the house after the deal, and she's trying to dig her heels into the dirt to stop. No, Mama, I don't want to go.
Oh, yeah, so arranged marriages and stuff.
Arranged marriage. Arranged marriage. $2,000, you go over there and buy you a nice 9-year-old little girl. You're a 60-year-old man. There's nothing wrong with that. Have at it.
Hey, you want some good news, John?
I need good. Boy, howdy, do I need good news? Yes.
There's a new blood test out that can spot more than 50 types of cancer. The Mayo Clinic participated in the research on a test that can detect more than 50 cancers. Doctors call it a game changer.
Wow.
Because, your odds of surviving cancer
are not, they're not good.
Well, better.
Well, they're better in this day and age, yes. Because we have progressed in medicine that we have treatments that can, but until we find a cure, which we've been hunting forever.
But if you can detect it before it even turns cancerous,
yes, if they could catch it while it's still in a blood sample. Yes.
So you should get a blood test once a year.
Find out what you got. Hell, you ought to be able to do it at home. Here, poke your finger, squeeze some blood, send that off, they'll let you know. Oh, let me get this. Remind me of where I am with a million years from now. Hold on. Ed Beatty Jr. just came in with a $10 donation and said, at work tonight, but in spirit with the Blue Dots, go Braves. We know who Ed's rooting for tonight. Are they tonight or tomorrow night? They're going back to Houston. Tonight. And Catman 56 donated $5. And he said, your words of national service touched me as an old vet. Semper Fi, Navy. Indeed, my friend. Hoorah. Semper Fi and Semper Fortis, buddy. If you took the oath and you keep that oath in your heart, baby, don't be telling me you signed up with this, Proud Boys or whatever little militia that you joined around your local neighborhood, took an oath, and shove that up your ass there, boy. There's only one. And it says to support and defend the Constitution. That's what it says. You're supposed to support and defend the Constitution, but these little jerks want to turn it around. Well, we are. We're supporting the Constitution. The Constitution says that I have a right to rise up and overthrow my government. No. Oh, anyway, let me before I get started, because my family is trying to get John a little tempered out here. I was watching a show, a little series. I think it was on Netflix or something. Anyway, it was a million years from now. What's going to be going on? I got a spoiler alert for y'all. We're not gonna be here. Anyway, that's the end of that story. No, it was oh shit.
Squirrel.
Yeah. They come around in my head quite often. I don't know, man. Lord, what were we talking about just now? I got distracted. I don't need to do that right now.
We're talking about Netflix.
Oh yeah, what was going to look like a million years with AI, the advancement of artificial intelligence. As a matter of fact, they got a robot doll now. She's really pretty. If you look at her, except for the fact that you're looking at me mighty strange. Nothing else is moving on your. Anyway, can react to whatever you ask her rather quickly, not any delay. Turns her head, looks the other way, can look you in the eye and whatnot. It's the advancement of artificial intelligence that's going to take over in the future if we survive. It was a wonderful little series about the future. A million years from now, we'll go through different stages of what do they call that when you combine a robot with a human. It's anyway.
Yeah, you know the old saying, flipping burgers, cooking fries.
Yeah. Oh, that's going to be done by automation.
I saw a video today of robots doing it.
Yeah.
All the guys had to do was fill the fry baskets and leave it in this one place, and the robot arm comes and grabs it, puts it in the hot oil, and then they show the robot at a grill flipping hamburgers.
Yeah. Pretty soon it will be like that. I mean, I say pretty soon. It will take decades probably, but eventually, yes, it'll all be automated. No, there won't be anybody back there but some guy sitting on a bar stool back there making sure he, I don't know, has a computer there to correct anything if it goes wrong. Outside of that,
robot operator.
Yeah, and when you get into that conversation of what it's going to look like in the future, it ain't going to be that much farther in the future that there are a lot of jobs that are going to go away. Look how close they are to the automated truck. And they are pushing that really big now because we have a shortage of drivers. Well, you just need to have a truck that doesn't need a driver. Well, and once that happens, a lot of people aren't going to have a job. Burger joints and food places, a lot of stuff will be automated, and robots will. They're not huge robots. They're not standing on two legs, but there'll be a machine there to flip that burger and, like they say, put the fries in. So where does that leave everybody? That's what I was so impressed with Andrew Yang when he was running, because he had that concept of guaranteed income, a nationwide guaranteed income for everybody in the country. He was pushing $1,000 a month for everybody in the country. Well,
yeah, there's a video that Midas Touch
you bunch of
is putting
socialists,
out.
you want that, don't you? Huh?
There's a video that Midas Touch is putting out with these two guys that supposedly a podcasters out of their van, and they travel around all the events during the 2020 election.
Yeah.
And they interrupt people and do stuff. It shows this one guy talking to Andrew Yang, and he goes, "Can I get an advancement on that money that you promised everybody?"
Yeah. You said everybody's going to get it.
I kind of need it right now.
Yeah, now would be a good time. His idea of $1,000 a month guaranteed income, people went, "Oh, gasp, look at all them socialists. They want that money." Are you shitting me? That is nothing, a drop in the bucket as compared to what we give corporations and the wealthy and tax cuts and all that stuff. And not only that, the benefits they get just for the mere fact that they're rich, they get a different law system, they get different everything. It is a sad state of affairs we have, because the working class has been left out. You're still left with that option to get your ass up and go to work, or go hungry. you don't have a house. You know, let me see if I can work some magic here, because I was really trying to hope to get old Greg in the room with us tonight. I've had the opportunity. He's one of the Blue Dots, Greg Talbert, out in California, that I had the opportunity to meet once. So there he is. Greg, are you in the room? He is in the room, but we can't hear him. Okay.
Yeah, he's not speaking.
Yeah. We're right here. Nope, there he went again.
Got a mic problem or something.
Yeah, he might have a mic problem. He's a great guy, a brother veteran. I just, he's an outstanding person. Even Mama likes him, so he's got to be a good guy. But anyway, it didn't work, Greg, but we'll keep trying, brother. Let me see if I can do anything at all with it. And I don't know if that'll work.
Or a tire biters. Okay.
Yeah, I just.
Never mind.
Yeah, I was like a claw machine, and I reached right over there and grabbed his ass, but I can't get him in the room either. So it might be me. It might be. Oh Lord.
It can't be you if we're in the room.
Huh? I
Can't
got
be
y'all's
you if
ass
we're
in here. So I did something right. I'm trying, baby. I'm trying. What have we got in Virginia yet? Well, in Chesterfield, Chesterfield County. McCullough, 52. Yunkin, 46%, but that's a blue. And then this other Brunswick County down in red part, it's 58% Yunkin, and McCullough is at 40%. Major population centers are around the western part, the eastern part of Virginia. So far, look at here. That's Culpeper County. Reporting in at 77% for Yunkin, McCullough 21%. These are all down in red districts. They were expecting it anyway. But I don't know what they're saying about the turnout and everything, but they're not giving an overall look at it yet. But TV's pointing out this is what we expected to see. The big red counties going for Yunkin, and the big blue areas going for Terry McCullough. So we're going to have to wait to see what the rest of the evening goes as to who got out to vote. They're still going county by county over there. It's going to be the state, baby. So who got the vote out? Was it Republicans or was it the Democrats? Because Donnie's last recent most pep talk comes out with what was it? He called it swamp the vote,
interesting today about Donnie.
Flood the vote. What did you hear about him?
That they have evidence now that he actually paid people to participate in the insurrection.
That Donnie did?
Mm-hmm.
He supported the PAC that actually paid people's transportation and stuff. That's what happened.
Okay, that one I might believe. Donnie paying people out of his pocket? No.
No, he paid a PAC. He paid a PAC which paid for travel and expenses for people and brought people in, but he donated like $800,000 from his campaign to this PAC. So there's a loose tie, not direct, but it's definitely tied to it.
Well, we already know that this was a conspiracy. What
I think is interesting. What I find interesting is that the Supreme Court, it sounds like, is highly questioning your Texas abortion ban, especially the conservative members, because they realize this law could be flipped on their fucking heads.
Yes.
And you could basically say, if you sold me or you manufactured an AR-15, I can sue you for $1 million. And it could happen if it passes. And they realize there's a danger to everything now if they let this go.
Yes.
It may stop me cold because of that.
If you craft a law like the Texas abortion law, say on guns, and you buy an AR-15 from old Joe's gun shop over here, and you go out and kill somebody with that gun, well, everybody in the country can come sue old gun shop owner over here for $1 million. Hey, because we're not enforcing the law legally by any law enforcement. We're just allowing citizens to file suit against your ass. And by the way, that's a lot of court costs you're going to have to pay to keep up with that shit. That's what could happen. Yes, they're hearing arguments on it. They did today, and they're really having a hard time getting around the absurdity of passing a law that has no enforcement from the state that mandated it.
Yep.
There's, if you get an abortion here in Texas after 6 weeks, there's no law enforcement officer going to come arrest you. It's against the law, but we're not going to arrest you. We're going to let everybody else in the country sue you for it. And that's not a law. That's not justice for anybody. That's turning your fellow citizens into what? Because there's money involved. People will do it to get the money. It's about the money. Get some money. We can get $10,000. Just sue them. And then they'll have lawyers companies pop up all over the place and say, we handle, somebody got to take our, well, sue them. Where does that lead you on that whole road? And
it's just like the Runaway Slave Act of the 1800s.
Yeah, basically, if you caught them, dead or alive. Yeah.
Pay them the bounty.
Yeah, pay a bounty on them. And that's what this is. They're offering a financial incentive for people to support the law. Is it a question mark? Is that what that is? So yeah, they're going to challenge. And I was glad to see that there's a little hesitation there between Amy Comey Barrett and Beer Boy Kavanaugh, Brett Kavanaugh. I like beer.
Yeah, and the Chief Justice was the one that asked the question, hypothetical.
Yeah.
Because they had the live audio feed. All the news outlets did.
Yeah. Yes, the donkey is safe. Yes. Yes, the donkey is safe. She's a little sweetie. Got her new treats.
On a positive note.
What positive note? Ain't have none of that shit around here. I'm not in no mood for a positive note. What was you saying, Ben?
That we now got the Pfizer vaccine approved for children.
Yes, I saw that in the news. That Pfizer had got its approval for what is it, kids 5 and up?
Yep.
Yeah, 5 and up now. So
and I guess Florida isn't going to mandate it for kids.
That won't help with the
They mandate every other vaccine.
Not this one, because
it won't
this
help
one,
with the anti-vaxxers. They don't care. They're still looking at their kids.
and that is oh really, and that's the essence of where we're at. I'm sorry, I got distracted by a comment by Karen Van Wyck, who said Kyle Rittenhouse's lawyer said the N-word twice in court. Well, of course he did. Of course you did. Are you shit? Where are we going, baby? Catman56 came in a little while ago with another donation and said, don't touch the red button. I'm always tempted. They say don't touch it. Why? What will happen if I touch the red button? Anyway, Michael Johnson came in and donated $2 and said it started with Reagan. He started this shit. Fuck Trump. I could not agree more in my life. I got into this. Yes. You want to know who's the real blame for all of this shit that screwed up our country? Ronald Reagan, baby. Trickle down economics. Don't worry about it. We're going to keep those wealthy people wealthy, and your life will improve tremendously. Yeah, it don't work that way. But they can still keep pitching it. They still keep pitching. The moral maturity came to life with Ronnie. Let's bring religion in, man. And now look what to me. I'm sorry, and if I offend anybody because of my ignorance, if I hear the word evangelical, the next word I'm thinking is maggot. Because I don't believe that you follow the teachings of your Jesus if you support that man. I just don't. And I've said that to anybody, and like I said, I apologize if I offend anybody. You support Donald Trump, no, you're not a Christian. You might think you are, and you might come up with all sorts of sayings in the Bible about how God's just using Trump just to get to the good stuff, because he's just a tool. Yeah, somebody's a tool. It ain't Trump. It's you. I get in trouble you get in trouble for speaking your mind, baby. You do sometimes. You take shit for what you believe in. But is that not what this country was founded on? When we wrote the Declaration of Independence, when we were a little tired here. Taxation without representation. Are you shitting me? We got a voice over here. Hey, we're over here on the other side of the pond. Pay attention to us. We want some help. And the crown saying, sorry, you're just a colony. Well, get in line with the other beggars. And we said, fuck you. You make a stand. You declare what you are and you hold the line. That's what we do, baby. That's what we've done all through history. That's what we're supposed to do. That's what we're taught. That's what I was taught. That we hold the line, baby. That we stand together, shoulder to shoulder, neighbor to neighbor, to defend this country and to protect each one of our rights, each right. And everybody, you can't stress that enough nowadays. It's got to be, we the people means every freaking buddy. If you are a citizen of this country, you're an American, baby. Number one. You may define yourself in other ways, but we're Americans, whether you were born here or naturalized, baby. And sometimes, I really do, I think some of the ones that fought so hard to get in here and be nationalized citizens are more proud of the bedrock of this country than a lot of Americans I see in the news nowadays. I'll tell you what, I'm plumb disappointed in what the right calls patriotism nowadays. They're waving the flag. No, they're wiping their ass with that flag. Holding up a Bible? No. Opening the pages and taking a leak means nothing to them. Bumper stickers. That's all it is. The Republicans sell patriotism, waving the flag, holding a Bible with a gun up there, baby. God, gun, and guts with glory. Play something patriotic. It's not patriotism. That's not being a good American. Being a good American is looking out for your whole society, to defending the rights of each of us. That's patriotism, baby. To allow that speech that sometimes gets your ass in trouble. You got a right to say it. Look what the right is saying. Are you shitting me? $450,000 every. Are you? You got that free speech to make yourself an idiot, to make yourself look stupid. I try daily real hard not to do that. Oh, it's thrown up at my face all the time, baby. All the time. This country was formed by people who stood their ground. And we do not yield. We have to take our voice, our vote, to the polls every freaking time. They put up a fence, get a ladder. They put up a moat, get a boat. Whatever the hell it takes to get your ass to the poll. Because apathy is not going to get us anywhere. There has to be some fight in you to fight for this freedom that we have, to maintain the freedoms that we have. You have to be willing to share that sacrifice, to do whatever it takes to get to the polls. Because that asshole on the other side, he's going to try real hard to come back. And when he does, it's going to be the same shit. They cheated, they stole the vote, whatever it is. We have to be strong. When you got no other choice, where do you go? What do you do?
Yep.
You know, do you give it all up? Piss it off? I quit? No. No.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm on my high horse. What'd y'all say? What'd you say, Spark?
I'm just waiting for you to finish your rant.
Well, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And then a squirrel ran across my brain.
I'm sorry. There are times I really do. I can sit here and talk for an hour over what's in my head.
I tell you, John, I am extremely concerned about next year. I am really concerned.
I am too. Because usually the party that is out of power usually does well in the midterms. That's the rule. That's the rule. It happened in 2018 when Republicans held the White House. Democrats really got pissed and came out and voted. And of course, 2020 presidential election, a big one at that. People were pumped. Let's get it going, baby. Let's get this done. And we did. We did. Now we're back in that midterm again. And I don't know how many of those people that held that fire in their belly during the 2020 election, if that fire still remains in their belly today. Because if not, we need to spark that to remind them that this isn't over. They're getting warmed up on the other side, baby. And it's scary the more that goes on. What comes out of some of these people's mouth. The other day, what some idiot at some rally was asking a politician or somebody who was going to run, when do we get to use the guns?
Yeah.
When do we get to use the guns?
Our only hope, I think, at this point is that COVID keeps fixing stupid on that side.
Well, you know, you don't want anybody to die of a sad disease.
Well, yeah, but I'm no longer concerned for them anymore. If they want to be dumb enough to be anti-vaxxers and still fight this, you know what? Like Bernadette says, fucking let them die. They want to be that ignorant about it.
Yeah. Hey, you know something before I forget? Let's remind everybody. Aaron Trombley's running for town council up in Monroe, New York. I can't remember, was today the day? I believe it may be.
Yes.
It is the day.
Too late, John.
Huh?
You're too late now.
I'm too late.
Just wait till
the election's already happened?
I know.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. It's today.
Oh.
It's today. And so we're wishing her well. We're waiting to find out. We hope Aaron got elected. And contact her on Facebook, baby. Either way it goes. Either congratulate her or encourage her and tell her thank you for running. Either way this goes. Aaron, baby, if you're listening, I know the numbers must be coming in good for you, baby, because you have everybody on your heart and you want to help everybody. We appreciate it too.
The triumphs in the effort.
Yes, David.
Yeah.
How are you, my friend?
Hanging in there. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well.
Running late is what I'm doing.
May I say thank you to you?
You can. It's not, no big deal. I'm assuming everything came out the way it should have.
Everything arrived today.
Good.
So,
good.
As a matter of fact, yesterday evening, a big truck backed up and lo and behold, unloaded, and there it was.
Well, the hard work's now on you, though.
Oh, yeah, it's done.
Hell, I don't have to set it up.
It's done. It's done. And I only hit the back of my hand once. Hey, I'm getting better. Only once.
Okay.
Only once. Oh, shit. And that little whining going on, and then it was over. Yeah.
Hey, John, TW's got his hand up.
Well, let me see if I can get TW in there. Anyway, David, I know
It was not a solo effort, John.
I know it wasn't a solo effort, but I know
that
that you were highly involved in it, and I want to thank everybody that was involved in that. I am going to chain that to my. That thing ain't going nowhere, baby. That is a connection now that I will never allow to leave my presence again. It's going to give me a moment of peace when things will get nervous.
You don't have to worry about storms or winters or things like that.
Because we got a generator, baby. We got it, and with Spark, we're going to hook that sucker straight into the freaking panel at the house. Go ahead, let it storm. I'll flip the switch.
Let me know if you need any advice.
Well, I want to check with you right before I do that because I want to make sure I do it right. My house does not have wings. So it's best to make sure, to have a little phone conversation there and going. And then I can really get you cranked up when I go right in the middle of the conversation.
Yeah, let's not burn down your house. Please.
No, let's not do that.
It's not going to be burning down the house. It'll just be John flying over the donkey, going, "Holy shit!
Holy shit!" No, John is a whole lot more Yeah, John says this while I nurse all sorts of wounds all over the place. I try to be careful because I've got bit by 220 before, and I have bit through my tongue. And
that'll wake you up.
The
Yes.
first thing is, what kind of panel you have?
What kind of panel? Is it GE?
Yeah.
Yes, GE, I
Well,
think.
then you need to go out and get you a GE 30 amp breaker.
Right.
Don't lie, John.
You got
I'm going to use
got
the
the
breaker
space
that
to
goes
put
to
it
my
in.
RV and that I'm not using. It's a 30 amp breaker. So I'm going to pull that breaker out and rewire that one.
okay.
And I'm assuming the black and the white are on the poles and the ground is on the ground.
No, that cord should be 4-wire.
I ain't cracked it open. In which case you would have a neutral.
Yes, you have a black, red, white, and green.
Black, red, white, and green. Green is ground. Black and white go on the post. No,
On the
black
breaker.
black and red go on the post. White goes on
They go to
two.
the circuit breaker.
Yes, they go to the circuit breaker. The white one goes to the neutral.
And the white goes to neutral, green goes to ground.
There you go. I always remember
And then
putting black gold. If you're messing around with a
And
regular
then you
110,
need to flag that breaker. Do not turn on.
Yeah.
With tape or something.
Yeah.
And put over the end of your cord.
Yeah.
You need to find something non-conductive and put it over the end of that and tape it on there, or twist tie. Not twist tie, but
zip tie.
tie wrap. Yeah, zip tie, tie wrap on there. So in case somebody accidentally does it, you don't energize the end of the plug.
Oh, there you go.
Because the plug's a female, it plugs
Right.
into your generator.
Yep.
And then when you have a power outage, you need to turn your main breaker off.
Yep. Turn the breaker
Then you
off,
turn the 30 amp breaker on. Then you start the generator.
Yeah. and then it
then
reverse
when you
powers
see
the
that-
circuit, the whole circuit.
I'm so
panel.
glad we have Sparky dunk around.
Then when you see the meters, this is the cheap way to do it. I mean, without a transfer switch.
Yeah. If you have a transfer
And then-
switch, then you can have them both. All you have to do is go out and throw one switch and it transfers over. But to reverse it's not recommended, I guess, but that's what works.
Yeah, but
To-
then
to
you
power your
gotta
circuits
look
in your
at
house.
your meter. Do you have a digital meter?
Yes, I do.
In a
Yes, I
power outage, it should go blank.
Right.
And then when
Better.
the power comes on, when the power comes back on, you should see that the digital part is back on again.
Yeah,
And
no.
then
As
you
long
can
as that
turn
generator's
up-
running, that main breaker will be off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And then
Just make sure you get everybody knows the drill,
oh yeah.
because you don't want anybody flipping doing everything.
No, don't want to burn
And
down
when
the house.
when you see the meter's got little things on it again, that means
That
the
means
power's,
power's
back,
back
on.
on. Yeah.
Then you turn the generator, disconnect the generator, turn the 30 amp breaker off, turn the generator off, and then
And then you're free to turn
hit the
on
main
your-
breaker back on.
and voila. Amazing. Anyway, let me get caught up real quick
That's the way mine works.
that's the way.
Here.
Yeah, that's the way I figured I was going to do it. But you've done it before, so I want to make sure. You're just introducing the power through a breaker instead of coming through the main panel. Once electricity will go wherever there's connection. So it's just reversing it as long as the main breaker is thrown, so it does not attempt to go up the line, because it's going to get zapped when that power comes back on. Anyway, let me
Yeah.
catch up real quick. Catman56 came in with another $3 to say, you okay with the Trump people next door? Blue Dots are talking about camping there. Well, we might have a festival one day. Who knows? Yeah. Anyway, John Cass came in with a $10 donation, said, never give up. We need the infrastructure bill passed before midterm. We do indeed. We do indeed. And that's what's bogging us down right now. And Tracy Tobias, my dear friend, thank you very much. Came in with $5, said, here's a little for Jenny's treat fund. Thank you very much, Tracy. Jenny appreciates that. Yep, I got her some snickerdoodles this time. They're horse treats. They're just called snickerdoodles.
Hey, John.
Yeah.
Now that we got TW in the room, I want TW to explain what he was telling us the other day about this Social Security thing.
Explain yourself, TW.
Oh Lord, fuck!
What's your story?
What's the story, buddy?
All
Yeah,
I
what's
know is the 2100 Act. They're supposed to. I put it in a couple places so you can check it out. But basically, what it's supposed to do is it's supposed to secure Social Security until for a decade, for a complete decade, almost 2 decades. They're figuring. Because what they're going to do is they're going to tax the wealthy.
I've heard.
You're going to raise the cap then.
And they're going to have to raise the cap on, because they're going to do instead of doing it right now how it's on COLA, they're going to do it e-COLA. So that way it will raise the cap, and they will be able to keep up with, when stuff goes up and stuff goes down. We'll be able to have a good, cost of living increase. You know what I'm saying?
That's what we were speaking about
right
earlier.
now, right now it's going to be 5.9, but then they figure with this other, it's going to probably, by the time they get this passed, it will go from the poverty rate, which is hardly nothing, to 120% above the poverty rate. So you get quite the increase to your Social Security. So you'd be able to at least be able to pay for your house and put a little bit, in the bank. You can, if you have a job, you'll be able to make some money. Stuff like that. You won't be hammered every time you turn around.
Yeah. Well, the basic question right now, well, for one, show me a politician, a Republican politician that will say, we need to do away with Social Security. There's a lot of them that will say they want to privatize Social Security.
Well, this John Lynch that's been doing it, he wants to not privatize it. He wants to keep it open, but he also wants to have it there because he said, sooner or later, our millennials are going to need that. He said, so we've got to keep it open and we've got to keep it going.
Let's face it. Everybody's going to need it. Unless you're wealthy, you're going to need your Social Security. And that's most of us. If you're wearing steel-toed shoes right now, you're going to need that, baby. If your job involves labor, if you're a nurse, if you're a waitress, whatever job, you're working at the grocery store, you're going to need that Social Security, baby.
How they did this was, they've got Republicans on board because of the way it was written, and it's been written, I guess. They tried to do this in Trump's era, but it didn't go through because he didn't want it. But they're going to try to. They are supposed to have it already passed. It's supposed to go to the House and then right to his desk. He's supposed to sign it in November. So the thing, though, they said that it's going to be nice is it'll help a lot of these people out that are hurting because, some people are only getting $1,200 or, $1,300. This way they can get a little bit more. They can put a little bit back in savings. They're not going to be penalized. Because like most places, you can only put $2,500 back if you could put it back.
Yeah.
And
if there's the big if you can afford to put it back. If you're on Social Security, you can't afford to put anything back, brother. You shitting me?
Nope.
You're barely making it then.
You're check by check. Yeah, that's the thing. And he said that the coolest thing though, I it's like an hour-long thing. I've got it on my thing. I'll have to post it, but it was very interesting. And they said, well, think about it. This was where they did it in the same room. They said, this is where Social Security was passed. This is where in the 70s Social Security was messed with again. Then he said, on top of that, he said, this is where they tried to privatize Social Security and we rammed it down their throat and said, no, that ain't going to happen. And now we've got this other bill going through that now we're going to do the 2100 Act. And they said, and we can't believe it, we actually have people from the Republican side voting on this because they know it's a good bill.
Still don't believe it.
My.
So it'll be strange. I mean, but yeah, I can find it and put it in the main discussion. It's like an hour long. They were basically, how they do. They thank you, and then they have somebody else come up and talk about it, and then they have somebody else come up and talk about it. But
thank you, Bill.
This is supposed to go to the House. Once it's to the House, then it's already been voted on pretty much through this, and then goes to his desk.
When did it pass the Senate?
Yeah, how are you going to convince Joe Manchin not to take her?
That's the thing.
The
See, I don't know, because the way they talked about it, it's already got the Senate's approval. It just needs to go to the House to be voted on and go to him. That's what they were talking about. So.
Oh, look at here. Virginia, with how much reporting? With 25% reporting, it looks like Glenn Youngkin is ahead by 52% to Terry McAuliffe's 47.3%. So right now, Republicans are ahead, and with 26% reporting so far. So this must be the early.
That's a drop in the bucket still.
Yeah.
But the urban areas.
Yeah, there's a lot of urban areas. That's exactly what they're showing. They're not showing any of the large Democratic strongholds. It doesn't take, when you only got a limited amount of people in your district, in your county out there, it doesn't take a whole lot of time to count the votes to get them in there. When you have major populations areas, it takes a little more time.
All these early reports will do is let Youngkin scream that the election was fixed later on.
Yeah. See, I was winning, and then they came along and counted more votes. Let me thank Diana Mallory, bequeather of the Gong and Secret Squirrels, for coming in with another $5 and said, I have a solution that could keep Trump from winning the 2024 primary. They want to play dirty. Let's show them how it's done. Oh, baby, don't attempt, get us all riled up here. If we could be as twisted as they are, but we can't. How can you go around spreading bullshit and expecting people to believe it? And that's what the Republicans have. Is just little small-minded idiots who are gullible for anything. You wave a flag at them. You show them the Bible. Hey, look at this gun. Look at the gun, huh? And they're in there, baby. They're in there. They don't give a shit.
Well, you heard that they said Marjorie Taylor Greene and
Matt Gaetz.
Matt Gaetz just screwed. Basically, just said, hey, we're about the bombs and stuff.
Yeah, they want to blow up the metal detectors there in Congress. They're talking about getting some tanninite. Yeah, we'll just blow them up. That'll be that's the mentality of the Republican. That's how you get Lauren Boebert, Matt Gaetz, Marjorie Cucumber Lady, Louis Gohmert. They're a sideshow right out of a clown car. They get up and make outrageous statements because it gets some attraction. Oh, they just love that. Look at this. Matt Gaetz and Lauren Boebert talking about blowing up the Capitol. And the sad thing is, little maggots, they love it for him. Yeah, let's go blow it up. Hell, they tried to attack it one time. It has they have no respect for it anyway. Or the Constitution, or any damn thing else. Huh?
You think they would have went after him for that, or, if it would have been me, you, or anybody else, they should have.
I was glad to see that judge the other day admonished the Department of Justice for the light sentencing a lot of these insurrectionists are getting. They'll slap on the wrist there and go home. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Although
I'm not a big fan either.
I want bigger fish. That's what I want. I want that congressman and that senator that met, planned, paid for transportation for certain individuals that needed to be there.
Don, they also said Donnie these people came out today too and said that they were paid to do this insurrection by Donnie, and they're finding out like more and more each day. So it's like, keep it going, because he ain't going to be, too much in the. You keep finding more information out, he's not going to be president much longer. So.
I'm sorry, I had to duck down there to read something there.
Oh, and just to let you know, I did post that in main discussion if anybody wants to go look at it.
So after the show, you go, or just, I don't know, you can do that during
It's
the show.
an hour and a half. It's an hour and 10 minutes long, folks.
Yeah, I hate to burst your bubble on this Social Security 2100 Act that Congressman John Larson introduced in the last Congress.
Oh, okay.
It was so that means it had to be reintroduced in this Congress.
Mm-hmm.
That
But
means
they
it was
said
introduced in the House. It's got to be passed by the House, and then it goes to the Senate. But it never got passed in the last Congress. 116th Congress.
Did it ever make it out of committee?
No.
I don't. Not 116th Congress. My research here. Everything's dated, old dated, or. Oh, wait a minute. Here's a new one. New.
Yeah, the one that I posted is current. So.
New Social Security 2100 expanded payroll tax bill to come this fall.
There is a list, Dolores Grant, that need to go to jail.
It hasn't been introduced. Well, if it's been introduced, this is dated September.
I don't have my phone in here because Marcia's got it out there waiting on a phone call. But I was with a friend again, and I was showing him my app, Activote, ACTI VOTE, Activote on your phone. You can go download it. It is a great little app. It doesn't matter if you're a Republican or Democrat. It doesn't really give a shit about your political view, but it will give you every bit of information from everything from your local school board election all the way up to the presidential election and every election in between there. Every elected official, no matter where you live, it is listed there for you to know the exact, like I said, who's your school board member, who your mayor is, who your sheriff is, who's the county district, whatever, all the way up.
So it must have a location. So
yes,
it knows
you
where
put in
you're
your address. You put in your address. Where do you live? Boom. Okay, we're going to tell you who your school district is, and all the way up the line, your state senators, your representatives, with contact information. All you have to do is touch it one, and they tell you how to get in touch with them. It not only does that, but every bill from the Senate to the House of Representatives to your state house is listed there, and all you have to do is touch it. It tells you about what that bill is, and then if you look down there, it'll tell you how your representative voted on that bill. Everything from defense authorization to ladies having a place to breastfeed their children. There's every issue on there. And so I recommend, I do, because it's not Republican based or Democratic based. It's just an app that tells you all the information that you need to know. It tells you when your elections are, who's going to be running, who the candidates are. It's just a base of information. ActiVote, yes, ActiVote. You can download it on your phone, punch in where you live, and it really does. It keeps you informed. Catman56 came in with $5 and said, right-wing nut jobs talk about how pissed off they are. Well, the other side, the blue, is pissed off too, by 8 million more. Hello. Yeah, 8 million. Wasn't that it? That Donnie got his ass smashed by 8 million more votes that the orange anus orangutan, the slime bucket of con jobs, that lying, pussy-grabbing, disgusted, immoral, ignorant asshole? That guy? Yes. Yes, he did.
The guy that is making his social media account watching his
anybody
hitting
out
the
there wondering
floor.
what I
And,
think about him. I think
Jeez, John. Tell us how it really feels.
I started using my voice
Yeah,
because of the
geez.
fact that I believed he was not morally or ethically qualified in any way to stiff his sticky little fingers in our government.
well, we knew not morally.
But he
we
got
knew
his
that already. But
thieving little hands in there and stole as much money as he possibly could before he got his ass thrown out and his whole stinking thieving family. The whole family that, don't have a problem cheating charities. Yeah, for kid charity? Yeah, no problem. We'll take our take out of this. Yeah, we get a chunk of that, baby. Yeah. Trump University? Are you shitting me?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a con.
know
It's
what he
been a
did
con
Saturday?
ever since that man walked on the stage.
Yeah. Did you hear what he did Saturday?
What did he do Saturday?
Saturday, he had the balls and the gall to show up at the World Series.
Yeah,
in
he-
Oh, I
Georgia.
seen him. Yeah, I seen him.
enjoyed it.
He claimed they invited him.
Yeah. Didn't look like Melania. I mean, she's still on her usual. When he's looking, I'm smiling. You turn your head, you lousy prick. I'm here for you. And it's like, it's that change, that eye roll, man. It
I heard
is.
it.
It's even his wife doesn't like him. His daughter's trying to stay away from his ass now. Until he got back, if he gets back in power, then she'll be right there sitting in daddy's lap again,
Grifting just with him.
snuggling in there.
Now this, we're just on conspiracy, but I've heard Melania has a stand-in. If she doesn't want to go somewhere, someone looks just like her shows up with Trump. And it's hard unless you're real close to see the difference in them.
If I was Melania, melanoma, as I like to call her, and I had, or even a pittance of money of what they say that she's got, I'd find somebody and pay them and pay for the plastic shirt, every dot, every little thing, put right there. Make me a Melania right there. All right, darling, get your ass out there. You go play with him. Yeah, if you had enough money, I'd clone somebody, get their ass out there to get away from him. Are you shitting me? I remember my first rants, and I really emphasized how anybody that worked around him or got in his administration was going to get this crap, this smell, this stench of Trump all over him, and it's gonna reek for years. And in history books, your name is still going to stink because of your relationship with this traitor, and it still holds true. All those maggots that you see at one of his rallies, Trump shit all over them. They love it. They love the smell of it. They love to roll in it. They think they're
Look at all the
powerful.
stuff coming out every day. More and more. More and more. More and more.
What do we do?
Like
man?
I watched a
What
thing
do we
this
do?
morning. They were talking about, he keeps saying, "Oh, I'm going to pull executive privilege." This one gal finally said it. She finally said it. She's a constitutional lawyer. She finally said it on MSNBC. She said, "There is no way that he can pull executive privilege."
No, because he doesn't have it.
Full of it.
Executive privilege is of the office of the president.
Talking about it.
He's not in the office of the
said.
president. See, that's
They
where
said,
Donnie.
so just-
Donnie's got it screwed up, that he thinks because he is president of the United States that he was more of a king. No, and the White House staff is separate from your private staff. There's a lot of things about government Donnie did not understand at all. That's how come he
Donnie
thinks
did
he
not
has the right to
understand
stop
the
any of the paperwork coming out, the documentation from the National Archives. Yeah, good luck with
That's
that
just-
shit.
that-
Ain't your decision,
That's
buddy.
like this gal said. She said, Biden has the right to send out anything. Now, Biden can still say, no, we need to block that. That's sensitive material. But he looked over most of it and said, it's not nothing. It needs to go to there because it proves what he did. Boom. There we go. Bun finished.
I don't want, I want to see these documents.
Come out today. The National Archives is going to send it to the January committee next week,
Yeah.
unless the judge
That's
tells
what
them they can't.
unless they
Yeah,
get a court
that's
order,
it.
it's going. And that
Yeah,
needs
it's
to, because those are crucial things that we need to know. who called,
Yep.
who visited, what was he doing during the insurrection. You know, I can tell you what he wasn't doing. He wasn't trying to stop it, baby. He was pissed. He was pissed that other people in the room weren't as happy as
They said he walked out of the Oval Office onto that little porch on the backside and could hear him screaming. And they said, he said to one of his staff members, "See, look, they're for me. Look at that. Listen to that. Don't you just love that?"
Oh, they love that. They're doing that all for me. Yes.
And they said,
yes.
And they said,
truth be told, he had a pair of tweezers out there and was playing with his little picker. If he could find it, I'm sure. You know. Yes, he had a hard-on for it. That's what his life is all about, worshiping him. And he saw those people up there attacking the Capitol as worshiping him. Look there, baby. They're fighting for me. Not for America, baby. For him. That's the sad truth of these freaking little maggots. It's not about... You can wave that flag all day long, baby. All day long. Doesn't mean squat to me. Squat. Nothing. Nothing. It's what you do as a citizen, baby. That's what counts. What do you care about in this country? That's what counts. Are you shitting me? I see people all over. They'll put up an American flag with a Nazi flag, an American flag with a rebel flag. It doesn't mean shit to them. That American flag doesn't mean squat. If you can hang a Confederate flag next to it, if you can hang a Nazi flag next to it, it doesn't mean shit to you. So quit acting like it does.
Like I said, most people, even Reagan, even all these other people, they went in knowing that becoming president was an honor. Becoming president was your obligation to try to do the best you can. His obligation was, I've got power. Fuck everyone else.
That's exactly where his heart was. He did not seek the office for the greater good.
No,
he sought the office for personal power. That's what he wanted. Personal power.
And think about this. And think about this. Remember what he called the White House. Why would he want to be in there if he called it a shithole?
Yeah. I remember when he said that. When it was reported that he said that. It's a dump.
But he said it was dump.
A dump.
Well, he said it was a dump, too. Yeah. It's like,
it was a dump. Why would I want to live in this dump? Well, get your dumpy ass out back up to your golden gilded tower up there. Take your slutty ass gilded wife with you, and you've got a slutty ass kids and all that crap. I don't really give a shit. Get the hell out of American life. I'm sorry you ever stuck foot in the shit. You disparage this country from your mere presence.
And get the hell out, because most people that went into that job treated that like an honor. They didn't treat it like
anybody who supports that asshole. If you support Trump right now, there's a list of freaking things you're not. You're not an American patriot. Biggest on my list, baby. No. You're a fake ass patriot. The Constitution means shit to you. You worship a man, not a country, baby. So take the patriot shit up and shove it up your little butthole there, and then you're going to claim to be a Christian. I'm a good Christian. I go to church. I take that shit and shove it up your ass too. Well, I'm concerned about my freedom. Take it and shove it up your ass. You ain't lost shit. You're trying to take freedoms away from other people, but your ass ain't lost no freedoms. Man, I'm telling you, baby. They say they're going to flood the voting system. We need to build a dam, baby. We need to build this blue wave up so high. Where are we at? Virginia with, I don't know how much right now. McCullough is up. Terry McCullough is up 73 to, they're talking about Fairfax County. Of course, that's a big Democratic area. I'm just looking. Night is going to be not over for a little while.
They're hoping to get that thing passed through ours today. It's basically what they're going to do is they're going to take some of the money that's with the marijuana bill.
Oh yeah.
They're going to put it
Devil's
towards
weed.
like they're gonna put it. They're gonna put it towards the kids for the schools. So if they need computers or, books or.
Hey, you know what we voted on?
The kids out.
Rodeos. That's right, baby. This is Texas. We voted on rodeos today. That's right. Should we allow rodeos to have charitable rallies or charitable raffles, not rally, charitable raffles at rodeos?
Lord.
That was on the ballot, baby. You got to vote on that shit.
You didn't vote to like kick Ted Cruz out of
we
for
ain't got
leaving
more
his dog
important fucking
behind or
things to
anything.
do here in Texas. Michael Johnson, thank you very much. Came in with $5 and said, "Would have, should have, could have. I believe it when I see it. As always, fuck Trump." That's where I'm at, Michael. I'll believe it when I see it. Let's get this shit done. I'm just, that's they're talking about, how Biden is down in the numbers, down in the polls. And it's because we have not passed this infrastructure. If we could get this passed, if we would have passed it at the $3.5 trillion and programs had been already started, that roads were being worked on and that other social programs had been implemented and starting to get cranked up, are you shitting me? His poll numbers would be through the freaking roof because he's going to be delivering to the working people, the poor class down here. Poor meaning if you ain't making $250,000 a year, your ass is poor, evidently. That's what I don't, no.
We got another Democrat in Congress elected.
Where?
In Ohio.
In Ohio?
11th Congressional District. Remember Martha Fudge's district?
No, I'm going to be honest.
She vacated her seat, become a part of the Biden administration.
Oh.
She won the election, so she'd be seated.
So we retain a Democrat in that seat.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been sitting vacant since first of the year.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because there's some special elections going on.
There's nobody there to vote. Yeah, special elections.
Yeah, special elections are going on too.
So we get that as a vote again, yeah.
Yes. Well, thank you. Who's that? Ohio?
Yep.
Yeah. I think it's around Cleveland.
Yeah. To quote Sonia C., thank you, Ohio, for doing that. The Virginia governor's race, I think New Jersey, I think it's going to be solid blue. I do. I'm a little more concerned about Virginia because it's the big target. That's what everybody's been talking about all freaking week. Virginia. It's a bellwether. It's a bellwether.
We're looking good.
We have to be concerned with 22. Let's say Youngkin wins tonight in Virginia. They're going to take that win and try to build on that across the country. So 22 is not going to be just a walk in the park, baby. This is going to be a battle for who is going to control the future of this country. And let's hope it's a battle figuratively speaking. Let's hope it remains figuratively speaking. You have to worry about when you see that idiot up in that rally the other day asking, well, when can we use the guns? When can we use the guns? Yeah, there's idiots out there that really looking forward to, hey, when do we get to go shoot people? Never. And why would you want to? Why would you want to?
Because they're ignorant.
Because they're stupid. Because they've been sold a bill of goods from Fox News or OAN or, I don't know, Breitbart or some shit. About how they're dying off as a white race. We're going to die off and nobody wants to use their guns.
Then they're going to have the National Guard go out and use their guns. And guess what's going to happen?
Yeah.
They're not going to get anywhere.
Yeah.
Or John, they listen to
what, Ben?
They listen to that Russian propaganda network, Sputnik Radio.
Sputnik Radio? Message. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And as a side bonus, they both got their ass kicked. So you're supporting a loser. Yeah, and so if you're waving one of them, welcome to the class of losers. You support the losers.